All right, welcome to Radio Roamers. Today we are in Claremore, Oklahoma at the Greene County Hamfest, and it is Friday. Getting ready to start the Hamfest, and we are set up here with Michael Turner, Whiskey 4, Oscar Papa Sierra, W4 Ops, and he has started this new organization called the National Radio Alliance. And Michael, I just wonder if you can maybe explain to us what this is about and maybe why you got it started, just briefly, and let our audience know what you do.
Okay, close, but I'm not going to hold it against you because we are a new organization, so I don't expect people to know about it. But we're the National Amateur Radio Alliance.
Okay.
National Amateur Radio Alliance is a national organization. So far, we have members in 44 different states, 3 different countries, including a couple organizations. So the neat thing about the Alliance is not only can you join as an individual, but if you have a podcast or a YouTube channel, or if you're another organization like a club, you can join as a club as well, because we all have a vested interest in amateur radio. There may be a manufacturer and business section as well, because things like ICOM and ham radio outlet and stuff like that, they also have a very vested interest in the success of amateur radio. And that's what we are. We're an alliance of people who are just amateur radio enthusiasts who want to see amateur radio thrive. So in order to do that, we're focused on 4 things: resources, engagement, advocacy, and outreach is the 4 things that we're kind of really core focused on. And our goal is to bring resources and opportunities for engagement to clubs and organizations, and to really empower them to be successful.
Well, it sounds like it's a good organization. How can we get started if we were interested in becoming a member as either an individual or an organization? I noticed you have a youth as well, possibly.
We do. So there's a couple of different tiers of organization, and actually right now we have a free complimentary membership that expires June 30th, since we are such a new organization. Youth membership is only $12, and individual membership is $32. So it's really reasonable for a membership. But what your membership does is it really supports the organization and amateur radio as a whole, and it allows us to do some of the things. Even though we're a new organization, we already have some great initiatives on the table. Coming this fall is an event called Club Week, which is our annual event that we will be having, that promotes clubs getting on the air with their club call signs to exchange QSL cards with other clubs. Like, that's the core of it, but there's so many other opportunities mixed into that whole week of outreach, and be able to set up in the community, have an open house, have your community come in, send out press releases, and really let people know about your local club on a local level. So Club Week's a great initiative that we have. The other initiative that we're getting ready to launch is the State of Amateur Radio Survey. It's going to be the most comprehensive, in-depth survey of the amateur radio community. And we really want to narrow down and find out, what operating habits are, how people feel about, the testing, how people feel about digital, what modes they operate on, if they operate on Morse code, and just a lot of these comprehensive questions, so we can find out these trends and look at the trends and find out where the needs are. Once we know where the trends and needs are, then we can figure out ways that how can we improve this, how can we work on this and make this better. So those are the initiatives. If you go to usnara.org, usnara.org, you can view our webpage. You can click a link in the upper right-hand corner to join. If you scroll down the page a little bit, there's a volunteer link. If you want to get involved as a volunteer, or someone that just wants to jump in there, maybe you want to be a part of a planning or an events committee, maybe you want to be on a part of a membership committee or something like that, you can volunteer, and we'll take all the help that we can get. We love volunteers.
Awesome.
We're a member donor-based organization, nonprofit. We're brand new, just 20 and 25 off the ground, but we're going to hit the ground running. So
okay, sounds like a great organization, and we will put a link to that in the comment section. And so as we were talking about some of the POTA gear that you got for sale here, great quality stuff. We've bought a lot of your stuff as well. I think I've seen you in Dayton and at Huntsville, and you've done some other Hamfests. And obviously, we're at Claremore, Oklahoma, Greene County Hamfest. But if you want to give the link again to your website and
Yeah. There's a lot of things and even on my website, if you go to the About Us section or About Me section, one of the things I say on there is, your purchase and your support helps me support Hamfest all across the U.S. because, I try and go to even the smaller ones. I definitely go to like the big ones. Like, we're in Florida, we're in Dayton. Last year I went out to Utah to the Mount Zion Hamfest. We're going down to Huntsville. So we go to the big ones, but I try and go to some of these smaller Midwestern ones too, and support the small clubs as well. But if you want to support a Ham Stuff Online, hamstuffonline.com, or if you go to podagear.com, you can go to podagear.com for the Poda swag if you want some stickers, license plate, mouse pad. You got to glance over and see what else I sell, keychains and stuff like that. We got a large selection of stuff.
yeah, so we got a lot of nice stuff here. And again, your next Hamfest is Dayton, I'm assuming.
Yep, we're going to leave here. Starting off a couple of years ago, I used to tell people that I need you to buy stuff because I need you to, fund the gas getting back home, right? I need you to help me get gas to get back home. And then it became, I need help funding the gas to the next Hamfest. But yeah, it's an expensive trip going out there. I'm going to be out there for about a week and taking just tons of stuff, brand new things people have never seen. We've got tumblers coming. People have never seen the tumblers. We've got patches, and if they don't get on media here, then they won't have seen the patches yet. We're going to have flags out there, and just a bunch of new magnets. People have been asking for magnets for a long time, and we're finally going to have magnets at Dayton, so it's going to be a big show.
Yeah, that's exciting. So yeah, we'll be looking for you at Dayton as well. We're going to be there, and this is just great. Get together. PODA is a great opportunity to meet a lot of people, and as that's tied in with your new organization as well, kind of bringing some new aspects into amateur radio with youth as well. And we have a lot of youth coming into ham radio and interested in Parks on the Air, and this new organization can definitely help that as well, hopefully.
I hope so. It's hard to keep everything separate because, Winter Field Day is its own entity. And I actually contacted Parks on the Air and I said, hey, can I use your logo for the Winter Field Day certificate?
Yes.
And they're like, well, we'd rather you not. We don't want people thinking we're endorsing, Winter Field Day or something like that. So they wouldn't let me use their logo. And now I have the National Amateur Radio Alliance too, which isn't associated with Winter Field Day. It's not associated with PODA. It's completely different entities. But I may be talking about all three, even though,
Right.
One doesn't have a vested interest in the other. So I guess I got to throw out that disclaimer a little bit.
Yeah, so Winter Field Day, for those that might not know, it's really boomed in the last few years. And I've noticed this last Winter Field Day that we operated, we did it as a club, a local club, and the rules they're better. The operating time range has changed.
They are.
It's so much more user friendly. And it's you're not doing the wee hours.
It is, and we've got a lot of good feedback. Like I said earlier to you, I'm not having any fun unless I'm stirring the pot. And when we took over the organization, we got so much slack for changing stuff. But people really like the longer extended operating time. It gave them more time to set up, more time to tear down, or maybe they were in a park up in the Northeast that shuts down at sunset. So, if we're closing down the event at 2 o'clock and they're able to stay till sunset, they're losing out on some of that operating time they could be up there. So that was really well received on the extended time for that. And this year we had a record number of logs submitted, a record number of total QSOs, and a record number of clubs who pre-registered. So we were just breaking records this year with Winter Field Day, and we have a feeling next year it's going to be, the goal is bigger and better, right? You got to constantly improve. And that's kind of the thing with the Alliance as well. We want to evaluate where we're at and how can we constantly improve? How can we get more youth involved? How can we get more amateur radio clubs at more colleges? How can we get more amateur radio clubs in the news, in their local newspapers, on the TV stations, and let people know what amateur radio is. So these are the questions that we're asking, and coming up with like, okay, well, what opportunities can we do for that engagement portion of what we're chasing?
Okay.
And just having resources out there for, where do I go to learn about this subject, or where can I go to learn about this subject? And there are things like YouTube, but if you play around on YouTube, you have to know you got to filter through like the first 10 videos to get to the one that's actually really good, that tells you, the information you want to find out. And we want to kind of filter some of those and put the best of the best on the website as resources.
Okay. Well, sounds like a great deal, and we do appreciate you taking the time to speak with us about this. Is there anything else you want to bring up before we?
No, check out the website. Nothing else. Sign up for the complimentary membership. It's no cost, no obligation, stuff like that. If it sounds like, if your vision and passion kind of aligns with ours, sign up for the $32 a year membership. There's going to be some membership perks coming, throughout the year. But the thing is, because it's Alliance, the more people that come together, the better the resources, the more opportunities that we have to do good as a whole for the whole community. So check out the website, consider becoming a membership. If nothing else, sign up for the complimentary one. That way you can get our emails and find out what these guys are up to, and kind of keep an eye on us as an organization. And we're okay with that for transparency. If you go on the website, it shows you the number of members we have, the number of organizations we have, the number of states that we're in. It's kind of a transparency check there, so people know and see how we're growing.
All right. Well, I do appreciate you taking the time again.
I appreciate your time,
this
John.
Is great. I appreciate the kind of letting us know, and we do appreciate all the work you do for all these organizations, especially this new one, National Amateur Radio Alliance.
Yeah.
We got your plate full, and do appreciate that. So anyway, thank you for checking out Radio Roamers, and I will put a link to all this on the description, and if you guys would check it out and help support Michael. He does a lot of great things for the amateur radio community.
I appreciate that so much.
And we do appreciate all the work you do. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you.